What's up, everybody? Today we are going to be touring the second part of our world, which is Floria. So, I'll see you when it's loaded. Okay, now that the world is loaded, we need to finish touring some things in Bambia, such as the catacombs, and, well, the ship. I made shipwrecks on land, because why not? There's another one right here. And then the catacombs, which are down here. You have this area, which is just normal catacombs. This area, which is the King's Catacomb. Weird cave noises. This area, which is the main catacombs, this also serves as a storage room. This would be catacombs, but it collapsed. This is more catacombs. And then over here, we have more catacombs, except we have a Stavoman's Shrine right here. And now we will tour Floria, which is the second area. Over here. So we'll start with the Continental Bridge, which is all mossy and run down. And there is a waterfall underneath of it from this little lake river thingy. The second custom tree in this world, besides the oak tree, is the birch tree. And the third one is that willow tree over there, just off in the distance. You have the Continental Cannon right here, which is off by 2 blocks that way. It's so irritating. You have the Skeleton Farm, which is this. You have the skeleton spawner right there, and then I'll show you the farm in a different video, but here you have the docks down here, the Florian docks, which this one does have an interior, because it's part of something with the library over there. Over here you have Ranya's temple, or like shrine, and right here you have her shield. If you continue up the street, you have the town of Floria. None of these have interiors, they just have floors. So I don't even think all of them have floors. You have the little library right here, the little community library right there. And then the biggest thing probably in this entire world right now is the museum, which houses the world map. It has the Viking helmet, the armor bust right here, wither vase, ancient wither skulls, just a normal skull of maybe like a fallen soldier, I don't know. This is a mosaic, like a desert mosaic. This is a Stavoman's tomb. Or, I'm sorry, a Stavo's tomb, which is a Stavoman's father. This is a Triceratops skull. I think I did pretty well on it. A Velociraptor skeleton, or a raptor skeleton, right here. Also think I did pretty well on it. And then these are a Stavoman and Quito's book that you will find in the God Library. The T-Rex bone. Didn't feel like building a huge T-Rex. This is the Giant's Shield, right here. And then a copy of a Stavoman's statue. Right here, you have the Brachiosaurus skeleton. which you can see from outside this clock. And then you have the world map, which currently I've only built here, but there's so much more. And you have Quito's armor, Avlitis' armor, Brentleaf's armor, Ciro's armor, Astolfimin's armor, and Ranya's armor. Yeah, and then that's all in the museum currently. I do plan on making a second floor, which will be up here. I will probably make a video on building that. Over here you have, I believe it's the armor maker. Yep, the armor maker. He has every single trim in here. That came in 1.20 Tails and Trails. You have the fourth custom tree in this world, which is the custom cherry blossom tree. I built that before 1.20 even came out, because I had experimental features. Here you have just like a little house. Thought it'd be cool. And right here, this is going to be a jail, but it isn't yet. If you go down here, you have the Florian Dam right here. And then just the Wizard's Tower from Floria. Just like how this one has, just like how Bambia has that Wizard's Tower. Floria has that one. And we have a house down there. There are paths everywhere. But the main thing for this is the library, which has this cool little double road fountain right here. Then if you go up into the library, the door closes behind you because of that pressure plate. Here you'll have like the main library area. And then you have the council table that was mentioned in the first video in Brantleaf's book, who is the head of the council. Not the lectern again. I want the book. Give me the book. Yeah, and then we have Quito's book, Astolfimin's book, Avlitis' book, and we're still missing Ranya's book, Sarli's book, Famia's book, and Ciro's book, but that's because I haven't made their shrines yet, so... Or actually, I've made Ranya's shrine, but haven't made the book yet. I'll tour down here last, because it's the coolest part of this. Here you have little tables on each side, and these just lead to the area up here. Here you have more parts of the library up the ladder. And then up this ladder, you have the Lost God, Eidos Trotu, which is also Greek or Latin. All the gods' names are either Greek or Latin, can't remember. And over here you have the Lost Portal. And then you have the little path back here. And now, South Bambia, because that doesn't really need its own video considering it's so small. You have the dam in between Floria and South Bambia. South Bambia isn't really finished yet, like, at all. It has, like, these little areas down here where it's, like, storage and, like, ladders. And then what is going to be my mega base eventually, which is just like a giant castle. And in Floria, there's not much more to go over in Floria. Except there is one more thing in Bambia that I need to go over, which is over here, and it is the mine. Not just like a gold mine or like a coal mine or diamond mine. It's an actual mine. Over here you have more areas that it still needs to be blown up, but you have this, which is an underground cave under here with the diamond mine. I didn't really know what to show for diamonds, so I just used prismarine. And then this is the Dwarves' Kingdom right here. Not finished yet, but it will be eventually. There's just a bunch of like train tracks over here. And then, if I go up and not run into things. I don't think there's anything that I didn't show in the Bambia video. And now, last but not least, I need the basement of the library, which is the Florian Library right here. And the basement's like the coolest part. Currently, the basement is supposed to have 8 rooms. Currently, it only has 3 rooms and 1 in the making. So we have more library down here. And then down here we have Quito's room. And in Quito's room we have the God Armor right here. Not really any God Armor, it's a replica of God Armor. And down here you have the little dining room for the gods. And Quito's bedroom. A little area right here, because Quito in the lore is half draconic, meaning he's half dragon and half human, and he has a dragon form that he can turn into. Over here is the 2 rooms that are finished, and then the 1 room that isn't finished yet. Here is a Stavelman's room. Oh, didn't need that. Wait. Oh, okay. So that works now here. He has a clock with a little mining thing over here. He's basically he's basically like the god's forge, basically. Here's his room up here. Then there is this little area up here. And now I need to show the unfinished one because my room, Brant Leaf's room, is the most confusing one. So this is Avletus' room, who is the god of mischief and trickery, kind of like Loki. And this is a trap in her room. It's supposed to kill you. Haven't made it work yet. This is why it's not finished, is because you can clearly see that it's most definitely not finished. And now, for the most confusing, but also best room, here, this door also shuts behind you. If you go up here, and let's say, okay, you want to go across the room. Sure. You can go across the room. And now, let's say you just want to go upstairs. There's nothing behind that door. Oh, well, now you're upstairs. And there's just a closet behind here. If you try to go back through the door. Yeah. And then down here, this is what makes it connect to the docks right here. But first, this is a little study here. We have copies of all the books, considering I'm the leader of the gods. My room is through here. And now that you're in the room, let's say you want to go to the lab. Now you're over here. But if we go back to the room, and we want to exit the room, we're out in the hallway now. And now, what connects it to the docks is this area right here. And now you're on the docks. Just in case you want to escape. And now, if I get a night vision potion, there's one more thing that I need to show you, which is under the water. Oh, they turn night vision green. Okay. Which is Iris Chioto's spade, which is his. Since he's the lost god, it is broken and underwater. There's not really much I need to show you anymore on this one. Stay tuned for next video where we tour Boldaria, or where we tour Cristaria, which is this area over here. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, and cue the outro.